Hey, what's poppin', motherfuckers?
Between the college football playoff,
This your boy Antoine D9 coming back to y'all.
bracketology,
So I'm gonna tell y'all what's the top 4.
or just those silly power rankings,
Well, how about this? Let's see.
we're always ranking something.
I'm gonna do the top 25.
But we haven't ranked this.
All right. If it'll tell me here. All right, here we go. Well, anyway, forget doing that. I'm gonna give you the top 4.
It's time for a brand new and likely terrible top 4 list on 107.7 The Franchise.
Today's top 4 list, in honor of the Oklahoma State Cowboys heading on down to Fort Worth to play at the Fort Worth
Independent School District.
That's right. Their gym, the arena, the FWISD arena.
Isn't it like the Howard Hughes Center or the Herbert Hughes?
I don't know, and frankly, I don't care.
Herbert Hughes.
Top 4 frogs. Top 4 frogs. Todd, you want to go first? Let's do our number 4 here from Todd Lisenbee is...
Number 4, I have the Honey Smacks frog at number 4 from the Honey Smacks and Sugar Smacks cereal.
Okay.
Don't laugh. You know you're wishing you thought of that.
No, I remember it. I know what you're talking about, but I just there are plenty of better frogs. But that's your list. Your number 3, your third top frog is
LaDainian Tomlinson is number 3 on my list.
Solid choice, my friend.
I actually had the opportunity to see LaDainian Tomlinson play in college. In person. Had a friend of mine who was a year older that went on a recruiting trip to Tulsa, took us with him, and Tulsa was playing TCU that day. And I think Tomlinson was a freshman or sophomore. Ran for like 290 yards, and I remember thinking, that kid's pretty good. Next thing you know, he's torching the NFL. So that's number 3, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Your number 2 frog is
Kermit the Frog. It's number 2 on my list.
So you put Kermit ahead of LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yes.
And Todd's number 1 frog of all time is...
It's maybe a bit of a stretch to fit him into this list. But my favorite coach in basketball history had a cup of coffee with TCU. That's why I'm going with Billy Tubbs as my number 1 favorite frog.
That's a huge stretch.
Of all time. Thank you very much.
All right. Really invalidates your entire poll. But
Billy Tubbs was on with Steely, Jesse, and Rhodey this morning.
It was good, too.
Yeah.
It was really
had some good Tark stories.
It was really good. Billy Tubbs is always good. They played some royalty music coming in, introducing him. And
John Rhodey calls him Sir William of Tubbs.
Right, and Billy goes, that music sounded more fit for a queen than a king.
I love Billy.
It is great. All right. Now, I'm going to say that, your list is your list, but, and so, have fun with your list. But I think there's some huge...
Well, what I'm going to say is this. You knew we were going to do this probably since last night.
This morning.
And you've done all kinds of research on it, and I just think of the best 4 frogs off the top of my head.
This morning, you knew.
I bet if you go look at your search engine, it's like most famous frogs of all time.
I came up with this at 8:30 a.m. You heard about it at 8:45. So spare me. And furthermore, you've had ample time to think about it while you're complaining about Tiger and analytics. All right. My number 4, huge omission by you and many, many others on the text line. Frog legs. Period.
Frog legs are tasty.
They're top 4 tasty is what they are.
No, they're not that tasty. It's just chicken. Same taste. It's just like chicken.
Chicken also good.
Yeah, it's good.
Not
better than Billy Tubbs. Or Honey Smacks.
The third best frog is Kermit.
Kermit number 3, huh?
The second best frog is LaDainian Tomlinson.
Big ups to Sean on Twitter, who has the Twitter comment of the day. He says both Kermit and LT have their respective expertise with pigskin.
They absolutely do. That is an epic tweet. And the number one frog of all time.
Once again, Sean says both Kermit and LT have their respective expertise with pigskin. Go ahead.
You should have just played the rim shot just way after the fact. You didn't have to repeat that. We would have all gotten it. I'm going to make you better at radio after all, Todd. The number one frog of all time. Frogger!
That game was stupid.
That game was the best. Frogger, the game, you cannot tell me that Frogger didn't light up your life a little bit. Far more so than Kermit.
What was Frogger's street crossing efficiency rating? Can we get John Hollinger on that?
Good question. Good question. And also, I am a little biased. Todd, I don't know. You're just now getting into Seinfeld in the way you really should. Have you seen the Frogger episode?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, so great.
I've seen it. Also, I did not know this. Diggum is the name of the Sugar Smacks frog. Sugar Smacks, Honey Smacks, Diggum the frog.
All right. Okay, let's take a look at the old text line here.
Budweiser frogs. That's a good.
I almost had them. I actually scratched them off. Budweiser frogs. Froggy from the Little Rascals or the frogs from Budweiser? Who is Froggy from the Little Rascals?
I don't know. I'm under the age of 70, so I've never seen the Little Rascals.
One guy says he didn't get the joke, so that's good. There's one guy that finally didn't get the joke. Next one. Let's see. Frog, Sally Fields' CB handle in Bandit? Really?
She goes by Frog?
Was it Frog? That's been a long time since I've seen that one. I'm also under the age of 70.
Prince Charming got a nomination. Remember, he got turned into a frog.
That's a good one.
Here's one. Senior Frogs. I got kicked out of Senior Frogs on my senior trip in Cancun. Went down the slide with a drinking toad. Not supposed to do that.
I got told I went to Senior Frogs once.
Yeah, that's about how my trip went, too.
Another guy says number 4, the TCU Horned Frogs. Number 3, the Frog Prince. Number 2, Senior Frogs. Number 1, Kermit the Frog. Let's see. Famous top 4 frogs. 1, Frogger. 2, Jeremy Fisher. 3, Prince Charming. 4, the Egyptian Plague Frogs. Can somebody
in the Bible, which you're not familiar with at all, I'll make you familiar.
Is that in the Bible?
Yeah, the Egyptians, there are 12 I think it's 12 plagues. And one of them is the plague of frogs, and the whole country is overrun by frogs.
I don't think
all of Egypt is over, and there's locusts. All the water gets turned to blood in one of them.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the plagues, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's all coming back to me. Huh.
10 plagues. Thought there were 12.
It's 10. Let's see here. What else?
Lice was one of the plagues.
Oh, a lot of people.
Boils, disease,
livestock.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm with you now. A lot of people have chimed in Michigan J Frog, who, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't know him by name, but now that I see the picture, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he the mascot for the WB network?
Yes, I believe so. But I think Michigan J Frog wasn't born as the mascot. I think he was born as a Disney character and then turned into the mascot.
Are we sure about that? Yes.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I think he was Looney Tunes.
Yeah, not Disney.
Yes, Looney Tunes. I remember him.
He's
as
the one that
WB
danced
mascot.
to the "Hello, my baby, hello, my dog."
That's right.
Yeah,
with the top hat and all that stuff. Yes.
You think top hat would be a good look on me?
I will buy you a top hat if you make it part of our marketing campaign. whenever they decide to finally put us up on a billboard.
I'll wear a top hat.
You also have to be tipping it up in the air.
You know, my favorite top hat reference was when Tom Arnold made it. I believe it was on Leno, where he talked about seeing Shaq naked. And he said, "I won't go into detail. Just imagine Muggsy Bogues in a fur coat and a top hat."
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good. Let's see here. People are telling us, Sean on Twitter, that Michigan J Frog debuted in 1955's One Froggy Evening, #knowledge bomb.
Now, Sean, if you knew that, good for you, but I also found the same thing when I Googled Michigan J Frog. It's the first thing that comes up on Wikipedia.
I would say the top two things on here that...
So it's more of a Wikipedia bomb, not really a knowledge bomb.
One texter just typed in Brian Williams. I think the two that we left off, both of us, Todd, that are the most mentioned on the Twitter feed and on the text line are Michigan J Frog and the Budweiser Frogs. Both very good.
Can't believe Sammy Ball
That's a good one.
wasn't mentioned.
That's a good one.
He was on my and again, I bitch about this all the time. Nicknames, Slinging Sammy Ball, that's a great nickname. Nowadays they just call him SB. S-Ball.
Hey,
Sam.
brevity is the new black. It really is, kind of. All right. Good job, everybody.
Yeah, because Chris Paul to CP3.
That's right.
Is making it shorter.
Brevity.
It's more syllables.
Brevity is in.
Chris Paul, CP3. Hold your hand on your chin. You can hear.
Not
feel.
just brevity in the syllables, but
as far as writing.
brevity in writing.
Gotcha.
You make a logo out of it.
Yet one person I know puts 2 exclamation points on everything.